Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Monday, the 6th day of January 2024. Today is Monday, but yet another Black Monday. I have a video, photos, and so many things I'm supposed to share with you right now because there are a lot of things going on in Nigeria, but we are going to look into the insecurity situation as usual. The Boko Haram has defeated Nigerian army, killing lots of Nigerian army that up to now, as at the time of this report, they have not been able to ascertain the number of soldiers that died today as I speak to you in Burno State. What happened? The Boko Haram members invaded Nigerian military barrack. Now, this is my fear. If a barrack, Nigerian military barrack, could be invaded, could be attacked, and soldiers being wiped away like flies, what is the fate of civilians in Nigeria? Long time before now, there have been a lot of calls for referendum for disintegration of Nigeria, but a lot of people who have not been victim of Nigeria system don't seem to understand what we talk about. And when you are seeing all these things happening, that people in the rural area can no longer go to their farms, people in the metropolis, they are being faced with all kinds of threats. Now, people who are in the war front, in their barracks, this is not that Nigerian army, attacked Boko Haram and they killed them. This is not that they ambushed them in the bush. This is not all about a mission case. This is all about attacking a military barrack. Nigeria is not in charge of this geographical area. No, terrorists are in charge of Nigeria. And that is to bring you to the notice. Yesterday in Qatar, the Qatar journalist asked the CDS Musa, why is it that for 10 years the government have not been able to defeat Boko Haram? CDS Musa did not tell Qatar journalists that someone in Nigeria there formed Boko Haram, that Boko Haram was formed in Nigeria. CDS Musa told the journalists that the international communities, it is international sponsored terrorism. Musa lied. Yeah, he lied. Because we all are here when Boko Haram was formed in Burno State by Ademodo Sheriff. Sheriff denied it at the time, said Kashim Shettima does that. I don't know. It was complicated. It was a talk of national television for good 1 year discussing who formed Boko Haram. So I am surprised to see that CDS Musa went to Qatar and said that they don't know. They don't know. We are still living in illusion. We are still living in falsehood. And when we are ready, we'll wake up and think about how to divide this nation for every region to have their own personal security, because this is an infiltration that insecurity in other part of the country is now being infiltrated to almost the whole part of the country, making it holistic. Now, the issue here is this. What did Boko Haram want? What they want is simple. They want an Islamic state. Then conduct a referendum. If you claim that these people are Nigeria because you are inducting them into Nigerian military, you are putting them into the Nigerian armed forces. So conduct a referendum in the north. If they win, let them have their own Sharia country. What we want in Nigeria right now is the ability of people to decide. Enough people have died, and we cannot continue to tolerate or condone the death of innocent people who don't know anything about this. Now, let's look into what transpired today. Sahara reporters published that Boko Haram attacks Nigeria army base in Burno, killed several soldiers, burned military vehicles. This is like a conventional warfare. The war is going on. The war looms. But this is what they are hiding from you. So these people are collecting tax from the civilians. They are doing everything. They already have their own government. And they are going to barracks upon barracks, wiping away the Nigerian army. And the Nigerian government we also sent huge number of army soldiers to the south, South for Oye, Bunker and all those things, something that they can solve through dialogue and all those things. They will send soldiers to go and form, checkpoints in the southeast because of the issue of agitation that they can sit down and discuss and solve the problem. Now, the articles was written just as the thing was happening today. And it reads that the Boko Haram and Islamic State West African Province ISWAP terrorists have killed a yet-to-be-confirmed number of Nigerian soldiers, with many still missing following an attack on a forward operation base in the Damboa local government area of Burno State. Now, the article continues. According to the security sources, the incident occurred on Saturday, January 4, 2025. The sources added that the terrorists razed many buildings and military operational vehicles during the attack that lasted over 2 hours. I am sorry to say this out of context. You know, sometimes if we call Nigeria an animal kingdom, people would say you are not patriotic. In Nigeria military base, Boko Haram took hostage for 2 hours. No efforts, nothing whatsoever, and you say the place is a sovereign entity. Do you know what is called sovereign entity? Sovereign entity. Do you know what is called sovereign entity? That attack took place for 2 hours. Efforts could not respond for 2 hours. In Nigeria military base, no emergency response, nothing whatsoever. And we are crying that the thing happened today because it was made known today. It happened on Saturday. But we are reporting it today because nobody knew. And such things has been happening consistently. Why do we continue to lie ourselves? Now, 25 Task Force BDE was attacked during the weekend with so many casualties. So far, we have recovered over 7 bodies, a source told Sahara reporters on Monday, that is today. The terror group invaded the camp FOB Sabogiri around 4 a.m. on Saturday using various weapons. Since the death of JAS leader Abubakar Shekau, ISWAP has been consolidating its grip in locations around Lake Chad. The sect's membership has swollen with the defection of hundreds of Boko Haram fighters. The Nigerian army says it is committed to wiping out the terrorism from the country. But we don't know how many years they are going to use, okay? And they should, instead of fighting the Boko Haram, they should go after their sponsor, or they should finally give them what they want and divide the country. Now this last paragraph says in the article that the terror group has killed many people and displaced millions of individuals, mainly in Adamawa, Burno, and Yobe. And yesterday, the Al Jazeera revealed to us that the people they displaced that have been affected is 50 million people. 50 million people is like the population of some countries, up to 10 countries in the world. Some countries, their population is not up to 50 million. I mean 10 countries like Luxembourg, Israel, Vatican City, San Marino, Monaco. So many countries that are small countries. If you combine 10 countries together, it's not up to 50 million people for you to understand the gravity of what is happening. Now, this is my own point of view. We need to think like human beings. We need to think twice. You see, Nigeria is like the story of the blind tribe. The story of the blind tribe is a story that anytime I'm sharing it with people, I shed tears. Now, this is the story of the blind tribe. It's important you listen to this story. It is going to change the way you think, okay? Now, there was a scientist who is a researcher, and he was doing research, and he traveled far to a blind tribe. A blind tribe is a community, it's an indigenous people where no one sees. All of them are blind and they are comfortable in their situation. They are comfortable in their blindness. They don't see anything. So they think that that is the way the world is, that nobody sees. Now the scientists came among them and started studying them by living with them to know what transpired. Why is it all these people are blind and they are comfortable in their blindness? Not many days hence, the scientists discovered that there is an ant that used to bite them from after they delivered them with sight. From 2 months to 6 months, the ant will bite them and they will go blind. And when they will grow old, they will not remember that there was a time they saw. They will think that that is the way the life is. Now, the scientists now want to bring a solution to this blind tribe so that they could see. What did he do? Before he started going, before he went out for the solution of the problem, he fell in love with a lady there, and he went to meet the tribe's head and told the tribe's head, there is a girl here, I am in love with her, and I want to marry her. At that point, everyone in the tribe started suspecting him because in the morning, the scientists will tell them that the sun has risen. In the evening, he will tell them that the day is about to get black, to the darkness of the night. The following day, he will tell them that there is a beach close to your area. So these people are saying, what do you mean by sunrise? What do you mean by beach? Because we don't see. Does it mean you are different from us? If you are different from us and you say you want to marry our daughter, we can't condone that. You can't go and look for a solution. We are okay like this. You can't be among us. You can't marry our daughter and you can't lead us. Unless you pluck out your 2 eyes and be like us, we can live together in blindness. So, The scientists could not withstand that because they told him that if you do not plug your eyes and be like us, if we discover any angle you are by this time tomorrow or at any time from now, we are going to kill you. And that was how the scientists left. Now, the blind tribe, my people, is this nation, Nigeria. Nigeria is like the blind tribe. Now, God have sent the scientists who is like a messiah to save the country. But they came, they were killed. They were chased out. They were imprisoned. The blind tribe, they don't see and they don't want to see. It is dangerous for you to see in the blind tribe. It is very, very dangerous for you to see in the blind tribe. A lot of people came, what they saw, they had the solution. The fellas, Sarawiwos, the Nnamdi Kanus, and a lot of them, the Farotimi, they don't want to hear them. They are saying, no, you are talking about sun, star. We don't know sun, we don't know star. We don't want, you have to be like us before you can stay with us. That is the situation we have in Nigeria today. It is dangerous to see in a blind tribe. Nigeria is a blind tribe. Anybody that sees, they will ask the person, knock out that eye, meaning, let us silence you. And if you refuse to be silenced, if you refuse to knock out your eyes, it's either you flee out of the country and run far, or they will kill you. Anytime I remember the story of the blind tribe, I shed tears because that is just what is happening in our country. Tell me, on what base would someone who from Boko Haram still be living comfortably and government is still paying him? On what basis? On what basis can you tell me that you don't know who is sponsoring Boko Haram? On what basis? What is going on? This is all about the story of the blind tribe. They killed their people. They killed their messiah. Now, it is very dangerous because these people don't know anything about sun. They don't see. And they don't want to accept anyone that sees. So anytime you are seeing what they are not seeing, you become a threat. They will kill you. Anytime we say or we reveal what is the solution of our place, people who don't see will tell you, keep quiet, it's not possible. You can't do this. You must go away. We must do this. We must do that. They kill their prophets. They kill their messiahs. They kill their scientists. They do all sort of things. A whole Nigeria, University of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, or is that the University of Nsukka, where they stopped chemical engineering because people were inventing so many things. Even atomic bomb was, at a time, I don't know, was produced there. Getting to the finish, they stop it. People produce, literally everything you could see and you have never seen in the world before there. But they killed their own. They said, you are not qualified. You are not qualified to tell us the real solution. And now people are dying. People are dying of ignorance because we are living in a blind tribe. Nobody wants to hear you speak because you see and they don't see, they are blind. Now in the blind tribe, they have the head of the blind tribe. So it doesn't matter if you are a president, you are a governor. If you are blind, you are the governor of the blind tribe. If you are a president of the blind people, you are also blind, you are as the president of the blind people. Even though you are a lawyer, you are a senior advocate of Nigeria, even though you are, no matter whom you are, since you are blind as the leader of the blind tribe, you don't know. You could be a professor, but you are a blind professor because you are living in a blind tribe. The blind tribe is dangerous. The blind tribe kills its people. The blind tribe is something that is making Africa not to progress. But who put the blindness? Who is that ant that is biting people so that as they are growing out, they will see that this is the way life is. Everybody's supposed to be blind. Nobody's supposed to see. Number one is your curriculum, what you are being taught. Number two is the neo-colonist. Those people you think that you gain independence from them. No independent, nothing. Absolutely nothing like independent. We all are still together in bondage under them. They manipulate you. They ask you to kill your people. They control what happens in your country. They control who loot, who doesn't loot. They use the threat of your vulnerability as a president to rip you of everything that is resources from the nature, like natural resources, oil, gold, uranium. They rip it away from your country. Why? Because there is a skeleton in your cupboard. Almost the whole African leader present today, they have a case in abroad. Go and fact check me. Most of them have cases in abroad. So they use that to manipulate them. America told Nigerians that their president is a CIA asset. They are still using him, and it is obvious. So what do you understand about the story of the blind tribe? My mission is to make sure I emancipate people. I want people to reason beyond their blindness. I know you have been blind for long because you might not understand what I speak anytime I talk about the disintegration of Nigeria and why we should go away in peace. You don't understand because you are still living in the blind tribe. But how many people will die before we discover this? Soldiers are dying every day. In other words, no civilian is safe in Nigeria. No civilian is safe. If Boko Haram could enter, into Nigeria barrack and kill them, are you going to tell me that there is any civilian that is safe? You are not safe. You are in bondage. You are in danger. Anyway, I rest my case here. I am Okocha Pimasa. I talk reality out of issue. Kindly help me to share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. See you on my next video.